So today we're taking a look at making this little Dutch door flip with a pocket down below and a place to write up on top. That was my prototype. That was the first one that I did. It's in my idea book. I'm Cindy, welcome to my channel. And I made another one and flipped it this way for my sunflower journal. I filmed this one. I have a brand new, I don't have anything new. It's my old phone, but it did an update last night and it gave me a new camera thingy. Anyway, it changed my settings. And so I did an entire video, none of which is viewable. It requires a special program in order to be able to watch it. It's like, okay, I'm done. We'll just start again. So this is my sunflower journal. And you may be saying, but Cindy, on Friday you were working in a pink journal. Let me give you a quick update on the pink journal. I decided not to use that really pretty pink lace for the cover for that journal. That is a commissioned journal, and I ended up making a different cover for it. And in fact, I will be filming it once I finish the cover. I'm waiting on the applique. I had to order an applique to go with that particular journal. And that applique is the only thing that I had to buy new. Everything else is all stuff from things that I had in this room, and was able to put that whole thing together all from what I had, which was really cool. But in any case, I can't show you that one anyway because it is a commission, and I will wait for the person who has commissioned it to see it first before I show it to you guys. So in any case, I have been wanting to work on this sunflower journal for a while. I have had this in my, let me pull that, set that aside. We're going to work on that in a minute. This is the cover. It is a really cool fabric cover, and I haven't decorated it yet, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put on there. I haven't gotten that far. The inside is beehives with sunflowers and a little belly band there. And then the journal part that I am currently working on, put that up there. I don't need it right now. But I've got all sorts of stuff going on in here, and including this really cool Dutch door flip. So I thought I would show you quick how I did that. It's really easy. This is my scrap journal. I've been working on it for a while now. Just putting in, as I get scraps or whatnot. That one has kind of tilted. Let me fix that so it's level. And I thought, okay, let's put the Dutch door in here. So this is a scrap. This particular piece measures 6 inches by 4.5. I initially was looking at what to do with 6x6s and for another 6x6 journal, and ended up finding a video by Chevy Debbie Doodah, and I will link that down below. So I'm just simply folding this piece in half. This is a scrap. A 6x6 would not fit here, but this little one will. So it's 6 inches long by 4.5 tall on this particular, because this whole thing is only 6 inches, I think. Well, maybe a 6 inch might have fit. In any case, I'm just using up scraps. So I did that there, and then I want to find, I'm going to grab my X-Acto knife for this. Hang on. I got this set of X-Acto knives from, I don't know, Home Depot or Lowe's or some such. And I'm just going to hopefully stay on camera here. And I'm not worried about finding the halfway point, because really what I want to do is make a small pocket and a larger writing space. So I'm going to I'm using my mat to line up with. And then I'm starting at the seam in the middle, the fold in the middle, and just cutting myself a spot. Yeah, these are not fancy craft knives. I found them cheap at, I don't know, they were a special somewhere. This is Hyper Tough 14-piece hobby knife kit. 1 aluminum handle and 13 sharp razor blades. And it will probably last me my whole life. All right, get rid of that. And now I have a pocket and a flip. Now my pocket, I am going to put a little thumb notch in. And one of the things that I learned is if you're going to distress it, do it now, to use the same vocal intonation as Lawrence does on Lost in the Pond. I'm afraid I do really enjoy his videos. If you're not watching Lost in the Pond, you might want to consider it because it's just a lot of fun. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and distress this up. Of course, he's using it for, hitting the subscribe button, and you should probably hit that subscribe button too. All right, I do want that to be on this side, however. I did that on the other side. I didn't do it on this side. So let me do around here very quickly. All right. Now I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm going to close that up. So a little bit of glue along the bottom, a little along the side. Slap it over. And voila, my Dutch door pocket is done. Except that I want to decorate it a little bit. So I have some tags out here. Those are all really big tags. Those are too big. Those aren't going to work because they're too big. Here, these are from the Junk Journal Studio. Put one here and one here. Okay, I like those. And then let me grab this. I don't know where I got this washi, but I've had it for a little while. Only a year or so. It's not that old. But I'm going to cut this so that I don't get so much white. On the tops and the bottoms. I could do the sides too, but there. I'm going to put that one there. And then I'm going to take this one, take that off of there. Dutch doors are a great way of getting airflow in your house. When you have to keep the bottom door shut to keep either critters or children from getting places where they ought not to get. We had a Dutch door in our house growing up that my dad actually just took a regular door, cut it in half, pretty much, like this. And then he put a shelf on the bottom one so that you could actually put stuff there. My mom used to get so ticked at us kids running around the house because it was not a very big house, but it had a circular pass-through, a circular. Okay, so the closet had an opening in the front foyer, which was tiny. It was like a 6x6 foyer, 6 foot by 6 foyer. It's a tiny foyer, but there was a closet opening there, and then it also had an opening at the other end at the kitchen. So we kids could just, run around the house. And did. So she would keep that door shut. Plus, once my sister was born, it was a way of keeping my sister, when she was starting to learn how to walk, from falling down the cellar stairs. But then it cut off the airflow, and there wasn't a whole lot of, air coming through the house. So she asked Dad if he could do something about it, and he said, yeah, I'll put in a Dutch door. So he took the door that was there down into the cellar, sawed it in half, rehung it with new hinges, and voila, we now had a Dutch door, which was a cool feature in that house. I will tell you one of the other cool features of that house, and I don't understand why every single house in the entire world should have, if you're a 2-story house, you should have a laundry chute. We had more fun with that laundry chute, but besides the fact that it was fun, it was practical. And it doesn't matter, our particular washer and dryer were in the basement, but it doesn't matter if it's in the basement or if your washer and dryer is on the first floor and you're on the second, you've got second floor. just put a laundry chute in. It's so much easier. All right, now you could round the edges if you wanted to. I don't think I want to, although I will say that I did not do a great job down here lining things up. So I'm real quick just going to get rid of my extra little bit of white. We'll just do that up quick. All right, so now to put this in, I'm actually going to only do this on 3 sides, and I'm going to make a pocket behind it. So there, I should have done this on the sunflower journal. Didn't think of it then. Okay, but if I put that here, hold that down a minute. I now have a flip here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. Okay, let me grab quick a couple of journal cards and see if we can't do something with that. Okay, these are not great journal cards. These are, and they don't match, but that's okay. Because right now we're just looking to see. We got a place that we can put a journal card here, and when you open it up and you take the journal card out, you can write there, and then a place to put a journal card here. Isn't that great? A Dutch door pocket. All right. I think I'm going to make a couple more things for my sunflower journal here. Where'd it go? There it is. What else do I need in here? I need a flip out. I'm just moving some things around. Let me pause and grab some things, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have this little piece that I really like, and I think what I'm going to do is just simply fold it up to make a little bit of a pocket. It's not much. I am going to go ahead and distress my edges. I'm going to go edge, 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 edge. Actually, I want to go this side. Well, I don't know which side might show. So maybe we'll just do the whole thing. Because I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it's going to work or not. This is part of the fun of crafting. I hope you've got your stuff out and come craft along with me. We'll just figure something out today. I don't know exactly what we're doing, but we'll figure out as we go along. Okay. Now, is this going to look okay on that side? If I put it right down to the bottom, I think it's okay. Otherwise, do I want to find a different spot for it? I can't do it there because I've got that. I do have this open. I have a little fabric flip there, and a flip there, and a flip there. Okay. I have this. Maybe kind of nice up at the top. I'm going to fold this in half back this way. There we go. Because what I'm going to do is flip this. There we go. I think does it look okay there? I'm just finding the spot in the journal where it belongs. It will tell me. It will say to me, this is where I belong. There it is. That's where it belongs. Okay, so I'm just going to do an over the edge pocket here. But I think what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to do up my pockets. We'll make that the easy part. Do that and that. Do over 2 pockets. And then we're going to flip this onto the page here. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that as a top pocket. So let me put in a little notch up at the top so I don't forget that it's a top pocket. I'm going to put a notch on the side here. So I don't forget that that's a pocket. Okay. So I'm going to come here and I want to put it here and here. So let me do that first. I'm going to go here and here. And then that's going to be a side pocket. So I'm going to want the glue here and here. Okay. And then I put it on here like this, and I push down and I hope for the best and hope that I did it correctly. Put my top on it while I'm waiting for my glue to set. Get that out of the way. Okay. So now I have a pocket here. Do I have little cards here somewhere? I did at one point. There we go. Got just these little cards. Got a little card here. So I've got a pocket here and a pocket here. And when I flip it over, I have a pocket here and a pocket here. All right. I think I need to go make some more little journal cards because I'm going to need a bunch of these. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time making those. In fact, I have this right here that I can make little journal cards out of. If you are enjoying these videos, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Click the like button to let YouTube know that you like them. I'm going to do this one at 4 inches and one at 2 inches. And subscribe, yeah. And, feel free to share these videos. Sorry for the big loud clicks. But feel free to share the videos and let people see what's going on. In the meantime, this is Cindy signing off.